Hi everybody and welcome to Josiah is Right. So Penny and I are here because I basically want to redecorate my shelf, so I want to do a shelf tour. I did one of these a while ago when she was much smaller. She's almost 2 now, so she's kind of big now, but we're going to just do a little bit of a shelf tour to justify changing it. So first of all, I want to talk on this side to my right here. You see basically some of the posters we have. We have a Scott Pilgrim and a Days of Future Past. There's a partner one to that on the other side, which I'll cut to. And basically these are kind of all Comic-Con exclusive. This one was a gift. So basically what you see here on each of these shelves is essentially mostly my old toys, a lot of mixed stuff. But you can see here sort of various DC toys. Again, there's a mix of Comic-Con exclusives, a mix of new things, a mix of old things. It's kind of, right now it's like really very much kind of like a mess of that. You alright, kid? She's been dealing with a little bit of a cough, a little bit sick, but she's getting better. So, but basically that's what you see here. The Exo Squad, actually see here, I did a video on that. This one is new, purchased since I did that video. So you have the Sean Napier one, which is the newest Exo Squad that I have. Everything else was from when I was a kid. And up on the top shelf here, I can actually, it's crazy, I can see the dust on Jawa and the Darth Vader. So that's a thing I need to take care of. There's dust that's actually visible on those. So that's part of why I need to clean these. Because with these narrow shelves, it's tough to dust. So you have to completely take everything off, kind of clean the action figures. I just knocked down Batman there and Robin. It's basically, it gets really dusty. This is, wow, there's a lot more dust than I thought. We have a dog, we have the little one, so there's a lot of dust at this house. So basically though, you can see here, this is sort of the Star Wars section. There's some Power of the Force stuff from the 90s, some vintage stuff, and some modern stuff for Force Awakens and Last Jedi and all that. And it's just kind of jammed up there because we use these small action figures in our advent calendar. So a lot of that stuff was in the advent calendar and just came out, so it's just kind of put here. There's some strewn about around me, you'll see as we go through this. And up here you'll see some Rotocrest Transformers. These Transformers are actually interesting. So I was at Walmart a couple weeks ago and I saw the same figure. These guys are dated. Like if you look at this is dated on here for 2013, which is the year I got this at Comic-Con. It was in a pack. They now sell this exact figure at Walmart, at least as a month ago, right before Christmas, for like $6-7. So if you like this, you can get them. They're just loose without a packaging, so it's an interesting thing. And they're still dated 2013, so it's the exact same molds, just repurposed. This is one of my favorite Comic-Con collectibles that was just a Hasbro thing. These remind me of those like Action Master figures for Hasbro, for Transformers. You wanna hold that? Hold that, that's Megatron. She's gonna hang on to Megatron real quick. And then we're going to shift a little bit more. Here you can see some more Comic-Con exclusives, the Revolution box set, which my favorite thing is just the scale of everything. I wish that the star screen there was actually proportioned, but that's probably unrealistic. So now we're on to my other side here. And again, on the lower portion of my shelves, everything is just kind of jammed in. The more I want to get new stuff, or just sometimes when I pull things out, like I said, we have stuff for the advent calendar. A lot of random small action figures ended up just pushed down there because I didn't have anywhere to put them. Here you can see the Ninja Turtles, most of which are vintage. I'd say half of which are actual vintage to my collection. They're all vintage, but some were replacements. Like, I didn't have any surviving Ninja Turtles. The ones I had were those ones with the soft heads. These are the hard-headed ones that replaced them. I think this is like action feature ones too. But they just didn't survive. But they're all original. Like, my actual originals are at least these two for sure. I can't remember the rest. But you can see up here we have sort of the 6-inch scale. These are all modern figures. Again, a couple of Comic-Con exclusives up there. They're kind of peppered throughout everywhere. You see here all the Toy Biz X-Men figures and sort of so the top shelf you see here, like the smallest figures we have, other than the little Micronauts guys for the Revolution set, are some Kid Robot. I actually have more of these. I have Futurama. We just actually sold all of our Adventure Time, so we just unloaded the Adventure Time ones, just kind of moving on from that. We just have a lot of Kid Robots. And the Simpsons ones are kind of the most near and dear to my heart. Over there, the Mega Man as well. The Mega Man line I like a lot, but the Simpsons is where it all began with me collecting Kid Robot, so that's kind of the special line, the one I'll like. At least certain, maybe parts of it I'll get rid of, but there's certain ones I'll just always hang on to. The newest series, this is this guy, Carl. He's just a smiling version of the old Carl, so it's kind of a disappointment. Some of those ones for the new series aren't as great. It's the Moe's Tavern line, not as good. So then we have here, to the right, again, down on the bottom, I'll talk about that real quick. You can see some of the vehicles, some of the bigger things. Some vintage, some Power of the Force, a lot of Star Wars stuff, some Super 7 action figures. It's just kind of a mixed bag of stuff that over the last 6 months, a year since I did this video and redecorated the shelves, stuff just put out. I just don't know where to put it necessarily. We don't have a ton of storage here. This is Penny's room, this is her room, and this is where I do my videos, this is where I store everything, so there's not a lot of space. So I'm actually gonna swing around here. So again, more pictures here. There's that Days of Future Past. This we just got at DesignerCon, awesome, by Artrovision 3D, so check those guys out. They do amazing 3D shadow box, not diorama, shadow box work. So one thing I'm gonna do real quick is we're gonna swing around. So here we are, Penny's on her bed. In the far corner there, you see that's my original Star Wars poster from when I was a kid, and some animation cells that I picked up over the years. Everyone but the Mega Man I found at it was a record shop in, where was it? In Palm Springs, California, when my wife was at the Q conference, which is this big education conference out there. I was just hanging out, and it was before Penny was born. I found these great animation cells, so we just framed them, put them up there, and OCD Penny is fixing the rug that I kicked over. So that is what you see here, and I just kind of want to give you the breadth of the room. We have the changing table here. Everything you see here is very multi-purpose. This was designed to be our sort of fun room, and it became also the room for the kid, which was also part of the plan. But oh my gosh, dude, look, Penny is moving the tripod here because Akira wanted to come in. Thank you, pen pal. Akira, come on in. Akira, come on. Come on. Good job, Penny. So that is it. Thank you guys for watching. That's just a little quick shelf tour. This is how life is here. It's just, I hope you enjoyed it. I like to share it. Now I get to redecorate. I'm going to take everything down, dust everything off, clean everything up, and then you'll see new action figures behind me. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. You can check out my dog looking out the window. This is the room here. This is Penny's room. So we call it the fun room for a reason. Thank you guys. I will see you later.